In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible budget team right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. Every single player on the squad will be under 10,000 MT. Most cards will be ranging from like 2 to 5,000, and then some cards will be on the expensive end, 8 to 10,000 MT. But overall, guys, if you guys are just starting out the game or maybe don't have that much MT to spend on the squad, this is going to be the best possible budget team. So at the starting point guard position, we're going to go for one of the best budget cards in my team right now, and we are going to be using the Amethyst KPJ. I mean, the fact that you can get this good of a point guard for only about 3,000 MT on the auction house is going to be super good value for this budget squad. He's going to be a shooting guard point guard, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. I mean, that alone is really nice to have on an Amethyst point guard. And then stats wise, he's going to be super nice on the offensive end, 93 ball, 87 mid-range, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's going to be an elite rim runner as well, having a 90 driving dunk, 96 vertical. And my favorite thing about this KPJ card is going to be his jump shot. He's got a really good release on quick timing. It's honestly one of the best point guard jump shots in the game, and that being on quick timing is going to be super nice to have at the point guard spot. Yes, he might not be the greatest defender, but all around, I do think he's going to be a very good offensive card for about 3,000 MT. At the starting shooting guard position, we are once again going to go for one of the best budget cards in my team right now, and that is going to be Amethyst Wesley Person. I mean, he is honestly one of the best budget cards in the game for only about like 3 to 5,000 MT, around the same price tag as a guy like KPJ. He's going to be a shooting guard small forward, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. Now on paper, stats and badges wise, I mean, he doesn't look to be that crazy, but when you go to the animation screen, you guys can see he's got the Mikal Bridges base, which is a very solid base, but he's got the Oscar Robertson upper, which is one of the best uppers in the game, and it's also on guys like Ricky Davis. And one of the reasons why Ricky Davis is super good offensively is because of the Oscar Robertson upper, and it's going to be on quick timing as well, so a super fast jump shot. And then he also does have the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well, so his movement's going to be really good, and he can shoot the normal leaners on next gen. So I mean, all around, and this Wesley Person card going to be super good for about 3,000 MT, also having Hall of Fame Agent 3, limitless range, and every single shooting badge in the game at least on gold. And then playmaking wise, he's got Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos, and quick first step as well. So I mean, this Wesley Person's card, honestly guys, if you're building a budget squad, he needs to be somewhere in your team. And then for the starting small forward, these next three positions are going to be the most expensive players on our squad. And first card here is going to be Diamond Rudy Gay. Now I've seen this card as low as like 7,000 MT, but I would say on average he's probably about 8 to 10,000 MT, which yes, might be a little bit expensive for this squad, but these are going to be the only three expensive players on the lineup. Everybody else is going to be under 5,000, but I mean, these cards are still super cheap. Like, you can get Rudy Gay for under 10,000 MT. In my opinion, that's going to be really good value. He's a small forward, power forward, 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. Taking a look at the stats here, he's just going to be super well rounded. I mean, the best thing about this card is probably his rim running ability, having a 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical. He's also got a great jump shot. I mean, every year in my team, Rudy Gay always does have a really good release, and then he does have the Trae Young dribble style, which is definitely a very solid dribble style. Not the best in the game, but his movement's going to be pretty good, you know, great at going to the basket, has a good jump shot, and then going to be a very solid defender as well. So he is going to be our starting small forward. And then for the starting power forward position, like I said, going to be one of the more expensive cards on this team, and that is going to be Diamond Thurl Bailey, but still a really elite card to have. I mean, for under 10,000 MT, like, he's honestly he's basically just a budget pink diamond Giannis. He's 6'11" at the power forward spot with a 7-foot wingspan. He kind of has those Giannis defensive animations, so he plays way better defense than the stats and badges do show. He gets really good defensive animations and offensive animations as well, pretty much dunking on anybody, 90 driving dunk, 80 standing dunk, and does have Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker and quick first step as well. So for about 10,000 MT, I think Thurl Bailey going to be an amazing pickup at the starting power forward spot. And then guys, to round off the starting lineup for the best possible budget team is going to be Diamond Serge Ibaka. Now he probably is a better power forward, but I think for this specific squad, I think he's actually going to be really nice at center. I think you could run him at power forward and kind of move the team around a little bit, but for me, I think Serge Ibaka is honestly fine at the center spot. He's 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. He's going to have a really good player model in game, and defensively wise, he's going to be an absolute beast, having a 95 interior defense, 95 block, including an 88 steal and an 84 perimeter. I mean, defensively wise, Hall of Fame badges, he's got Hall of Fame anchor, pogo stick, and post lockdown as well, with like gold, you know, box out beast, brick wall, chase on artist, clamps, interceptor, and rebound chaser as well. So some really good defensive badges for Ibaka. He's also going to be unstoppable around the rim, having a 95 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk, and limitless takeoff and posterizer as well. And then jump shot wise, I do think he has a very solid jump shot, just like Rudy Gay. Serge Ibaka always has a great jump shot in my team, so he is going to be our starting center, and he's once again about 10,000 MT. So yeah guys, that's going to be the best possible starting lineup for the best budget team in the game. Now for the backup point guard, we are going to get a really good defender and a super underrated guard, and that is going to be the new Gary Payton II. He just came out in the new clip set, obviously with Wesley Person and all those, other Yao Ming cards, and, Lamar Odom, Jalen Green, and just those top tier cards like John Moran and Kawhi. So he's in the same set. But he's a really good amethyst card. He's 6'3" at the point guard spot with a 6'8" wingspan. I mean, the first thing you can notice right off the bat with this card is going to be his defense. He's got a 90 interior defense, 92 perimeter, 96 lateral quickness, 97 steal, and 80 blocks. I mean, this card's going to be an amazing defender. He's also super good at slashing to the basket with a 90 driving dunk, 92 vertical. He's super fast as well, 91 speed, 91 acceleration. And if you take a look at the defensive badges, he's got Hall of Fame anchor, which is insanely nice to have on your point guard, and he's got Hall of Fame glove as well, and pretty much every single defensive badge in the game on gold. And same thing for playmaking. He's got pretty much every single playmaking badge except for Dimer on gold, like clamp breaker, quick first step, bailout, hyperdrive, handles for days, killer combos. So I mean, this card's actually going to be super underrated at the point guard spot. And jump shot wise, I honestly don't hate his jump shot. It's going to be very similar to the Pink Diamond Gary Payton, if not the exact same, I think, just with lefty form. And then he does have the MJ dribble style as well, and the Paul George size up. So I mean, all around, this Gary Payton II card, I feel like is one of the best budget cards in my team right now that nobody's really talking about. So for about 3,000 MT, he is going to be our backup point guard. Now for the backup shooting guard, I think we need a little bit more height and a little bit more offense, and the perfect guy for that, he fits the criteria perfectly for offense and height, is going to be the amethyst Cameron Reddish. He is a 6'8" two guard, which is really nice to have next to a guy like Gary Payton, and he's going to be super good on the offensive end, having a great jump shot, 85 three ball, but mainly this release is really good. He's going to be super fast, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and he's going to be a solid defender as well. But him being 6'8" at shooting guard and having Gary Payton II beside him, I think our backcourt will be definitely fine on the defensive end, especially when we talk about our backup small forward, I should say, is going to be the amethyst Jeremy Shohan. Now, if we're worried about defense on the bench, I don't think we need to be worried with defense if we have Jeremy Shohan on our bench right now. He's 6'9" at the small forward spot with a 7'1" wingspan, but take a look at these defensive stats: 90 block, 92 steal, 93 lateral quickness, 90 perimeter, and a 90 interior defense on your amethyst small forward off the bench. I mean, that's just going to be amazing to have next to guys like Gary Payton and Cameron Reddish. Reddish can definitely run the offense. Even Gary Payton can score at a very high level. Jeremy Shohan, I mean, he can knock down threes if he is wide open. Obviously, his jump shot's going to be on slow timing, and I definitely wouldn't say is a good jump shot, but if he's wide open, he can definitely knock it down and drive to the basket and still do something on the offensive end. But mainly just going to be our lockdown defender off the bench. And then, guys, at the backup power forward spot, we are going to be going for one of the best amethyst cards in the game, and that is going to be Amethyst Pokuševski. I mean, this card all around is an absolute demigod and is still one of the best budget cards in the game. He's a small forward, power forward, 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan. So that right off the bat is really, really nice to see. And then stats wise, I mean, you guys probably know by now, I've talked about this card multiple times, but he's basically got 80 in every single category. And he does have some pretty good badges all around, but the best thing about this card is going to be when you come to the animation screen, he's got his jump shot on quick timing, so a very good jump shot that's pretty fast as well. And then he's also got the MJ dribble style on a 7-foot small forward. I mean, he's playing power forward on the squad, but that's going to be really nice to have even at the power forward spot and the normal leaner as well. So I mean, this card is an absolute demigod for like under 5,000 MT, and he is going to be our backup power forward. And then, guys, to round off the best possible budget team, we are going to be going for the Amethyst Taco Fall. Now, there is a couple different centers you could go with. If you want to go with another center that can shoot, I think Roy Hibbert for about under 10,000 MT is going to be another good option. If you want to go for one of the best budget cards in the game that's been in the the best budget card in the game that's been around for a while would be the Jared Allen, if I can actually spell his name right. So basically, he's been one of the best budget centers in the game for a while. So if you wanted to go him as your backup center over a guy like Taco Fall or over Roy Hibbert, just because you wanted somebody that can shoot, then Jared Allen is definitely another really good option. But for me, I'd probably put Taco Fall and then have Roy Hibbert and Jared Allen kind of as my backups. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my best possible budget team? But if you guys don't have that much MT, or maybe just wanting to build a budget squad, or maybe you just got the game, this is going to be the best possible team you guys can build. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.